सर्वेभ्यो नमस्काराः। अद्य सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः कारकप्रकरणे त्रयोविंशः पाठः। आगस्ट् मासस्य 6. दिनाङ्कः। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृतं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तीश्वरिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते। So the Ashtadhyayi, everybody read out the first 40 sutras of 2.3 Dhanabhetadhikara. So we'll revise that once, and from next week we'll move on to the next set of sutras in this pada. So anybody wants to volunteer? Okay, Vasudha Bhagini. हाँ
नमस्ते भगिनी।
नमस्ते कथ्यताम्। हेलो
हेलो भगिनी।
श्रूयते, उच्यताम्।
अनभिहिते कर्मणि
हाँ।
द्वितीया तृतीयाश्च हो छन्दसि अन्तरारन्तरेण युक्ते कालाध्वनोर् अत्यन्तसंयोगे अपवर्गे तृतीया सप्तमी पञ्चम्यौ कारकमध्ये कर्मप्रवचनीययुक्ते द्वितीया यस्मात् अधिकं यस्य चेस्वरवचनं तत्र सप्तमी पञ्चम्यपाङ् परिधिः प्रतिदाने च यस्मात् गत्यर्थकर्मणि द्वितीया चतुर्थ्यर्थौ चेष्टायामनध्वनि चतुर्थी सम्प्रदाने क्रियार्थोपपदस्य च कर्मणि स्थानिनः तुमर्थाश्च भागवचनात् नमः स्वस्ति स्वाहा स्वधालं वशद्योगाश्च मन्यकर्मण्यनादरे मन्यकर्मण्यनादरे प्राणिषु कर्तुकरणयोः तृतीया सहयुक्ते प्रधाने एनाङ् विकारः इद्धं भूतलक्षणे संयोन्यतरस्यां कर्मणि हेतौ अकर्तुन्यो पञ्चमी विभाषा
अकर्तरि ऋणे पञ्चमी
अकर्तरि ऋणे पञ्चमी विभाषागुणे स्त्रियां षष्ठी हेतु प्रयोगे सर्वनाम्नः तृतीया च अपादाने पञ्चमी अन्तरादितर्गे
अन्याराद् इतरर्थे
इतरर्थे छन्दसि
दिक्शब्दा
अंचूत्तरपदाजाहि युक्ते षष्ट्यतसर्थप्रत्ययेन एनपा पृथग्विना नानाभिस्तृतीयान्यतरस्यां करणे च स्तोकाल्पकृश्च कतिपयास्य सत्ववचनस्य
कतिपयस्य असत्ववचनस्य तथा छेदः
कतिपदस्य सत्ववचनस्य कारणे च स्तोतकाल्पकृश्च
करणे च
स्तोतकाल्प कृश्च
स्तोकाल्प
शोकाल्प कृश्च कतिपयस्य
कृच्छ्र
कृश्च
कृच्छ्र
रुच्
कृच्छ्र
कृच्छ ऋकारः अपि अस्ति वा तत्र
रेफः चकारः छकारः रेफः कृच्छ्र
कृच्छर् कृच्छर्
कृच्छ्र
कृच्छ
कृच्छ्रं नाम कष्टम् इत्यर्थः पदमेव कष्टमस्ति कृच्छ्र
कृच्छर् कतिपयस्यासत्ववचनस्य दूरान्तिकार्थ्यैः षष्ट्यन्यताभ्यां दूरान्तिकार्थेभ्यो द्वितीया च सप्तम्यधिकरणे च यस्य च भावेन भावलक्षणं षष्ठी चानादरे स्वामीश्वराधिपति दायाद साक्षि प्रतिभू प्रसूतैश्च कुशला
आयुक्त आयुक्त
आयुक्त कुशलाभ्यां च सेवायाम् आयुक्त कुशलाभ्यां च सेवायाम् यतश्च निर्धारणं पंचमी विभक्ति
अलम् एतत् अहं अग्रिमवर्गे पाठयामि इतः आरभ्य
भगिनी अहं पुनः एकवारं पठामि सम्यक् पठामि
नास्ति सम्यगेव अस्ति इदानीमेव ज्ञायते कुतः किञ्चित् परिष्करणं करणीयं तावदेव
अस्तु
कारकप्रकरणे उपपदचतुर्थी विभक्तिः क्रियमाणा अस्ति तत्र आदौ वार्तिकानि दृष्टानि तादर्थ्ये चतुर्थी वाच्या इति प्रमुखं वार्तिकम् तदर्थस्य भावः तादर्थ्यं तेन उपकार्य उपकारभावः विवक्ष्यते इति दृष्टम् तत्र मुक्तये हरिं भजति मुक्त्यर्थम् इत्यर्थः तत्र भजनम् उपकारकं मुक्तिः उपकार्या उपकार्यस्य चतुर्थी विभक्तिर्भवति इति वार्तिकार्थः क्लिपि सम्पद्यमाने च इति वार्तिकं क्लिप् इत्यस्य समानार्थकानां धातूनां प्रयोगे कल्पते जायते सम्पद्यते परिणमते अत्र तु विकारात्मना परिणामः अर्थः सम्पद्यमानं नाम टु कन्वर्ट् इट्सेल्फ् टु सम्थिङ्ग् एल्स् तस्मिन् अर्थे प्रयुक्ते यत् जायमानम् अस्ति अथवा यद्रूपेण येन रूपेण परिणमते तस्य चतुर्थी विभक्तिर्भवति भक्तिः ज्ञानाय कल्पते आदौ भक्तिः भवति तदेव ज्ञानरूपेण परिणमते इत्यर्थः अतः भक्तिः ज्ञानाय कल्पते उत्पातेन ज्ञापिते च अशुभसूचकः भूतविकारः उत्पातः so a change or some thing in the natural what you say it's not a calamity some departure from natural behavior in the nature elements of nature which we believe indicates something that will be wrong अशुभसूचकः भूतविकारः उत्पातः इत्युच्यते वाताय कपिला विद्युत् विद्युतः कपिलवर्णा यदि दृश्यते विद्युत् तर्हि महामातस्य सूचिका अतः यद् ज्ञाप्यते that which is indicated will have चतुर्थी हितयोगे च हित इति शब्दस्य योगे चतुर्थी विभक्तिर्भवति ब्राह्मणाय हितं गोभ्यो हितम् इत्यादि क्रियार्थोपपदस्य च कर्मणि स्थानिनः क्रियार्था क्रिया उपपदं यस्य तस्य अप्रयुज्यमानस्य तुमुनः तुमुन्नन्तः न प्रयुज्यते किन्तु सः अर्थः अध्याहारात् गम्यते सो तुमुन्नुलौ क्रियायां क्रियार्थायाम् अन्यक्रियार्थत्वेन यत्र एका क्रिया क्रियान्तरम् उद्दिश्य एषा क्रिया यदा क्रियते तदा तुमुन् उपयुज्यते अतः तस्याः क्रियायाः यदर्थम् एषा क्रिया क्रियते so there are two kriyas here so one kriyartha kriya so there is one which is the purpose and there is one more action which is done for the other kriya. So the action which is done for the other one will have tumun and that tumun is not being heard. So the karma of that action of that tumunanta which we are taking by adhyahara tasya karmanah chaturthi vibhakti bhavati. Phalebhyo yati phalani ahartum yati ityarthah phalaharanartha yana kriya. So the going action of going is for the purpose of bringing fruits. So the bringing fruits that tumun is not being heard in the sentence phalebhyo yati ityatra, but the karma of that which is phala will get chaturthi vibhakti. So the next sutra is tumarthacha bhavavachanat. Agrimam sutra. त्रीणि पदानि सन्ति तुमर्थात् च भाववचनात् इति चतुर्थी सम्प्रदाने इत्यतः चतुर्थी इति अनुवर्तते तुमर्थः इत्येव अस्ति so this is again this doesn't have anything to do directly with tumun but tumartha so we'll see what this means tumarthaत् च इत्यस्ति तुमुन् नुलौ क्रियायां क्रियार्थायां इति सूत्रम् क्रियार्थायां क्रियाम् उपपदभूतायां भविष्यति काले तुमुन् नुलौ स्तः. So tumun and nul are two pratyayas which are mandated when kriyarthayam kriyam upapadabhutayam. So when another kriya is present which serves the purpose of this kriya. Okay, patitum gacchati. Okay, so the one thing we have the patadhatu. Tasya upapadatvena gamana kriya asti ya pathanartha kriya. Kriyartha kriya upapada. Kriyarthayam kriyayam upapada bhutayam bhavishyati kale. And it also indicates bhavishyat that the present kriya is gamana. So the patana kriya will happen in the future. Pathitum gacchati. Bhavishyati kale tumun nulau staha. भोक्तुं व्रजति भोजको व्रजति भविष्यद् भुजिक्रियार्थः व्रजतिः अत्र उपपदम्. So whether you say भोक्तुं or भोजकः, both of them mean the same. So here भविष्यद् भुजिक्रियार्थः व्रजतिः. There are two kriyas, one is eating and the other is going. So eating will happen in the future of vrajati, gamana. Okay, it does not mean like absolute future. You can say bhoktum gatavan, where it is the past for us, but in relation to the gamana kriya, the bhojana kriya will be bhavishyat. Okay? So bhavishyat bhujikriyarthaha vrajatihi atra upapadam. Asya tumunaha arthaha iva arthaha yasya tasmad. Now we have here, so we know what tumun, what is the meaning of tumun. So tumarthacha bhavavachanat ityatra tumarthaha namakaha. Tumunaha arthaha iva arthaha yasya tumarthaha tasmat tumarthat iti vigrahaha. Bhavaha nama kriya. So bhavavachanat ityasti. Bhavaha nama atta kriya ityarthaha. धात्वर्थः क्रिया भावशब्देन उच्यते इति नियमः. भावः क्रिया उच्यते अनेनेति वचनः. भावस्य वचनः भाववचनः तस्मात् क्रियावाचिनः इति यावत्. सो अत्र भाववचनात् इत्यस्य क्रियावाचिनः इत्यर्थः. सो प्रत्ययाद् इति शेषः. तत्र अव्ययकृतो भावे इति तुमुनः भावे एव विहितत्वेन तुमर्थकस्य प्रत्ययस्य भाववचनत्वे सिद्धे पुनः भाववचनग्रहणं सूत्रविशेषग्रहणार्थम् इत्याह भाववचनाश्चेति. So what does Dikshitar give the sutra as? Bhavavachanascha iti sutreణ yo vihitah tadantat chaturthi syat. So it says the tumarthacha bhavavachana. There is a sutra which says bhavavachanascha. Okay. So so what does the sutra mean? It means bhave ityadhikritya ye ghayadi pratyayah vihitāh te kriyartha kriyāyām upapadabhūtāyām bhavishyati syuhu ityarthah. So there are several pratyayas like ghai. Okay, ghai is usually used in sense of bhava, that is just what to say, just action. Okay, so say pakaha means the action of cooking, pakam karoti ityatra. So there are other pratyayas which are used in bhava, bhavarthakaha kechana pratyayah santi. So those pratyayas, bhavavachanas, they are also given in the sense of tumun, that is bhavishyati kriyarthayam kriyayam upapadayam api kriyarthayam kriyayam upapade satyapi te pratyayah vidhiyante. Okay, so in that context where the bhavavachanas, that is bhavarthaka pratyayas, have been given in the sense of tumun, that is what is indicated by tumarthacha bhavavachanat. Yatra tumarthe bhavavachana pratyayah bhavarthaka pratyayah santi. अर्थात भाववचनाश्च इति सूत्रेण ये प्रत्ययाः विहिताः तदन्तात् तत्प्रत्ययान्तेभ्यः चतुर्थी विभक्तिर्भवति इत्यर्थः. सो भाववचनाश्च इति प्रतीके भावे इत्यधिकृत्य ये घञ्यादि प्रत्ययाः विहिताः ते क्रियार्थायां क्रियायाम् उपपरभूतायां भविष्यति स्युः इति तदर्थः. That is what the sutra means. It is a separate sutra. So there are two sutras here. One is Tumunnulau Kriyayam Kriyarthayam, which is 3.3.10, which says Kriyarthayam Kriyayam Upapadabhutayam Bhavishyati Kale Tumunnulau Staha. So it gives Tumun and Nul in that sense. Bhavavachanascha Kriyayam Kriyarthayam iti anuvartate. So Bhave ityadhikritya vihitaha ghayadi pratyayaha kriyarthayam kriyayam upapadabhutayam bhavishyati syuhu. Now this bhavavachanascha, this is bhavavachana because they are all indicated in the sense of bhava, and also tumunartha. Tumunartha is this kriyarthayam kriyayam upapadabhutayam bhavishyati ityeva tumartha. Okay. So tumarthacha bhavavachanat ityasya bhavavachanascha iti sutrena yo ye pratyayaha vihitaha ityarthaha. Okay. So तदन्तात् चतुर्थी स्यात्. यागाय याति इति उदाहरणं. यागः इत्यस्ति घञ् प्रत्ययान्तः, यजधातोः घञ् प्रत्ययान्तः. सो यागाय याति इत्यत्र यागः नाम यष्टुं याति इत्यर्थः. यागं कर्तुं गच्छति इत्यर्थे. अर्थात् यानक्रिया. So there is kriyartha kriya is yanakriya. He is going. The action of going is for performing the sacrifice. Okay. So kriyarthayam kriyayam upapadabhutayam bhavishyati kale ghai pratyayah vihitah. Okay. So bhavavachanascha ityanena atra ghai. So because of that, from on the word yaga, in this particular case there is chaturthi. So there is yagaya yati. So we will continue with the Vyakhyana. He is not taken a separate pratika for that. Yagaya yati ityadi udaharanam. Evam cha kriyartha kriyopapadatva tumarthat iti visheshanam. Atra tadarthyasya tumuna iva ghaya dyotitatvad uktarthanam aprayogah iti nyayena tadarthya chaturthyaha apraptau prathamayaha apraptau idam vachanam. So what would have happened if this sutra is not there? Asya sutrasya abhave ka vibhaktihi syat. Tadarthye chaturthi bhavati va iti prashnah. Yatohi yagartham gamanam ityasti. So tadarthye chaturthi bhavitum arhati kila iti prashne na bhavati. Kimartham yagaha ityatra yaha ghai pratyayah saeva tadarthye kriyarthayam kriyayam upapadabhutayam eva saha pratyayah vihitah. The ghai on yaga itself has been in the sense of kriyartha kriya. So the tadarthya has already been given by the ghai pratyaya. Therefore uktarthanam aprayogah. Yaharthaha anyena uktaha. This is almost the same as anabhihite. Right? So uktarthanam aprayogah. When the sense has already been conveyed by something else, you cannot have the vibhakti. Right? So it is all vibhaktis are present in anabhita adhikara. So since tadarthya has already been given by the ghai, तादर्थ्ये चतुर्थी न प्राप्नोति. तादर्थ्य चतुर्थ्याः अप्राप्तौ प्रथमायाः प्राप्तौ. So when there is no other vibhakti applicable, we have pratipadikārthe prathama. So overruling that, there is chaturthi by tumarthacha bhavavachana. प्रथमायाः प्राप्ताव इदं वचनम्. तुमर्थात् इति किम्? So why, what do you mean by tumarthat? Pakaha, tyagaha ityadau. Just when you are saying I am pakaha, something like that. Tyagaha ityadau ghayaha bhave ityadhikarasthatvepi na chaturthi. So in cases where ghai has been given only in bhave, yatra kevala bhavarthe ghai bhavati, natu bhavavachanascha ityanena. Bhave iti sutrena yatra ghai bhavati, tatra yadyapi saha bhavavachanaha tathapi na tumarthaha. There is no kriyartha kriya na upapadabhuta. अतः तत्र चतुर्थी न भवति. पाकः त्यागः इत्यादौ घयः भावे इत्यधिकारस्थत्वेपि न चतुर्थी. क्रियोपपदत्वाभावेन तुमर्थकत्वाभावात्. भाववचनात् इति किम्? So why भाववचनात्? He is doing the dalakritya. Dikshiter did not take up the dalakritya. व्याख्याने दीयते. तुमर्थात् इति किम्? यत्र केवलं भाववचन केवलः भाववचनः अर्थात् भावे इत्यधिकारे विहितः तत्र न भवति. यत्र तुमर्थः अस्ति अर्थात् भाववचनाश्च इति सूत्रविहितत्वं तत्रैव चतुर्थी. सो भाववचनात् इति किमर्थं? केवलं तुमर्थात् इत्युक्ते भवति किल? बिकास् तुमर्थात् इत्युक्ते so the only other pratyayas which are given in the sense of tumartha are through bhavavachanascha. Bhavavachanat iti kimartham? Pachakaha vrajati. So the null is there, which is also tumartha, right? Tumunnulau kriyayam kriyarthayam ityuchyate. Saha tatra null asti. Sopi tumunnarthakaha. Tumarthaha eva. Kintu saha bhavavachanaha na. Null is not bhavavachana because it is given in tartari null. Okay, it is not bhave. So therefore, it is not a bhavavachana, and not the null is not by under the bhava adhikara. So there chaturthi will not apply. Pachako vrajati. Paktum vrajati ityarthaha tumunnulau iti null tasya tumarthakatvepi bhave ityadhikare vidhyabhavat na chaturthi. तादर्थ्यस्य नुला एव उक्तत्वात् न तादर्थ्य चतुर्थी. अगेन पाचकः इत्यत्र तादर्थ्यं यदस्ति तदपि नुला एव उक्तम्. अतः नुला एव उक्तत्वात् न तादर्थ्य चतुर्थी किन्तु प्रथमैव. Okay, so that is about तुमरच्च भावचनात्. अग्रिमं सूत्रमस्ति बहु प्रसिद्धं नमस्स्वस्ति स्वाहा स्वधालं वषड्योगाच्च. एतैः पदैः योगे चतुर्थी विभक्तिः भवति. सो वेरी नमस् स्वस्ति स्वाहा स्वधा अलम वषड् योगात् च तद्वयं चतुर्थी इत्यनुवर्तते. एभिः योगे चतुर्थी स्यात्. सूत्रार्थः एभिर्योगे इति व्याख्याने न च तादर्थ्य चतुर्थ्या गतार्थत्वं शङ्क्यम्. तादर्थ्यस्य शेषत्व विवक्षायां षष्ठी निवारणार्थत्वात्. So there is tadarthya which is applicable in all these cases, but tadarthasya sheshatva vivakshayam, always when the tadarthya is not intended vivakshita, and if there can be shesha shashti, so to overrule that shesha shashti also we have this sutra. So in association with these words we always have chaturthi vibhakti and not shashti also. Shesha shashtyaha api apavadaha ayam. न च तादर्थ्य चतुर्थ्या गतार्थत्वं शङ्क्यं तादर्थ्यस्य शेषत्व विवक्षायां षष्ठी निवारणार्थत्वात्. तादर्थ्यं हि उपकार्य उपकारक भावः. तस्य यदा सम्बन्धत्वेन भानं तदा षष्ठी यथा गुरोरिदं गुर्वर्थम् इति भाष्ये स्पष्टम्. So what we are saying, तादर्थ्य is upakarya upakaraka bhava sambandha. Okay, it is a special kind of sambandha. Yada upakarya upakaraka bhavatvena vivaksha tada chaturthi bhavati tadarthye chaturthi. Yada tu kevala sambandhatvena vivaksha, when the special kind, that upakarya upakaraka bhava is not vivakshita, if just sambandha is intended, tada shashti vibhaktihi api bhavati. Guroho idam gurvartham iti दर्शयति. गुरवे इदं गुर्वर्थं भवति, गुरोः इदम् इत्यपि अस्ति इति भाष्ये दृश्यते. अतः तादर्थ्यस्य शेषत्वविवक्षा, that is what we mean by तादर्थ्यस्य शेषत्वविवक्षा, when the special kind of sambandha is not vivakshita and just the general sambandha is intended, तदा षष्ठी भवितुमर्हति. तस्याः अपवादत्वेन इयं चतुर्थी. एवं च नमस्सस्त्यादि योगे तादर्थ्यस्य शेषत्वविवक्षायामपि चतुर्थ्येव इत्येतदर्थम् इदं सूत्रम्. So whether you are intending that tadarthya or just sambandha, whatever it is, you will always have chaturthi and not shashti. Nanu namaskaroti. So that is this. So we have examples: haraye namaha and other things. There are the swasti and all, it will come later. So in between he says upapada vibhaktehe karaka vibhaktihi valiyasi. He brings in the paribhasha. Kimartham namaskaroti devan iti udaharanam. Munitrayam namaskritya ityatrabi. Katham iti prashnaha. You have namas, you are saying as an apavada to shashti, also you have chaturthi. Katham dvitiya iti prashnaha. ननु नमस्करोति देवान् इत्यत्रापि चतुर्थी स्यात् इत्यतः उपपद विभक्तेः कारक विभक्तिर्वलीयसी. उपपद विभक्तेः इति पदांतर योग निमित्तिका विभक्तिः उपपद विभक्तिः. So what is उपपद विभक्ति? A vibhakti which depends on the presence of another word. Padantara yoga nimittika, on association with a different word. So that is the nimitta for upapada vibhaktihi. Tadapekshaya karaka vibhaktihi valiyasi ityarthaha. Antarantarena iti sutre bhashye patitamidam vachanam. So this paribhasha has been given by the bhashyakara in antarantarena yukte. Tacha nyaya siddham. So and it is the paribhasha. So there are, whenever we take a paribhasha, we see in the paribhasha Shekara that there are different ways by which a paribhasha is proved. Okay, so we say Jnapaka Siddha, where it is indicated by Panini in some way. We say Nyaya Siddha, where a general logic will support the paribhasha. So why is this logical? Nyaya Siddham kimartham kriyakarakayorhi sambandhaha antarangaha upapadarthena tu yatkinchit kriyakaraka bhava mulaka sambandhaha. So the sambandha between kriya and karaka is antaranga, that is internal, that is the basic sambandha. Initially all karakas will associate themselves with kriya. Kriya karakayorhi sambandhaha antarangaha upapadarthena tu yatkinchit kriya karaka bhava mulaka sambandhaha. Association with other words in the sentence will happen after this kriya karaka, through that kriya karaka sambandha. Yatkinchit kriya karaka bhava mulaka sambandhaha iti tannimitta vibhaktihi bahiranga iti kayyataha. So that is how kayyata explains this. Anye tu. So anye is here Nagesha. I mean, whenever he is saying that, it is Nageshasya matam vadati. Upapada vibhaktya sambandha samanyam avagamyate विशेषावगमस्तु प्रकरणादि पर्यालोचनया लभ्यः कारक विभक्त्या तु कर्मत्वादि संबंध विशेषः झटित्येव अवगम्यते इति सा बलीयसी इत्याहुः. So Nagesha says, so upapada vibhakteः कः अर्थः? केवलं सम्बन्धः इत्यर्थः. So upapada vibhakti will indicate only a relation. कीदृशः सम्बन्धः इति कथं ज्ञायते? प्रकरणादिवशात् ज्ञायते. You will have to look at what is the context it is being used and understand what it really means. Okay. So upapada vibhaktya sambandha samanyam avagamyate visheshavagamastu. So we will know what is the special relation based on the context. Prakaranadi paryalocanaya labhyaha. Karaka vibhaktya tu. But on the other hand, if you take a karaka vibhakti, karmatvadi sambandha visheshaha, because it indicates an inherent sambandha with the kriya. So karmatvadi sambandha visheshaha. So what is the exact relation with kriya, jhatityeva avagamyate. You can immediately know if there is a karaka vibhakti. So that is the reason we say karaka vibhakti baliyasi. Iti sa baliyasi ityahuhu. So whatever you take, whether you agree with Kayyata or Nagesha, upapada vibhakte hain karaka vibhaktar baliyasi iti tu satyam. अतः अत्र नमस्करोति देवान् इत्यत्र कर्मकारकं कारकनिमित्तिका द्वितीया विभक्तिः उपपदनिमित्तिकां चतुर्थी विभक्तिं अवरुन्धे. So overruling that we will have द्वितीया. नमस्करोति देवान् इति करशिरस्संयोगादिना तोषयति इत्यर्थः. So देवान् नमस्करोति. We have Dvitiya also. So we can either have Chaturthi or have Dvitiya there and not the Shesha Shashti. Prajabhyas swasti. Namaswasti swaha. So swasti ityasya udaharanam prajabhyah swasti. Kushalam ityarthah. Praja sambandhi kushalam ityuchyate. Agnaye swaha. Agnyuddeshakam dravyadanam. So giving some dravya with relation to Agni. That is why we use Swaha in sacrifices. You're offering something, say ghee, ghritam, kimapi, for to Agni. So Agnyuddeshyakam dravyadanam ityarthaha. Pitrubhyas svadha. Pitruddeshyakam dravyadanam. So when you are giving it to Pitrus, we will have Svadha. If it is for Devas, you have Swaha. Ubhayatrapi chaturthi vibhakti bhavati. So Prajabhyas swasti ityadi. So that is, the Vyakhyana gives the meanings of each of these. Namaswasti swaha alam ityasti. Alam ityasya bahushu artheshu prayogah drishyate. Kasya arthasya grahanam iti prashne. Alam iti paryaptyartha grahanam. So alam iti. So अलम इत्युक्ते स्वमरूपं शब्दस्य इति अलम शब्दस्यैव ग्रहणे कुमारीणाम् अलङ्कारः इत्यत्र अतिव्याप्तिः. If you just take the word alam as given in the sutra, नमस्ते स्वाहा स्वधा अलम इत्युच्यते. अलम शब्दस्य इति गृहीते. स्वमरूपं शब्दस्य अशब्द संज्ञा. That is the normal rule in grammar. Wherever a word is intended, we always take the word and not its meaning. Okay? So this is an exception where we need to take its meaning and not the word. So he shows that if we just take the word alam iti kevalasya padasya grahane sati ativyaptihi avyaptihi ubhayatha doshah bhavati. Katham swamrupam shabdasya iti alam shabdasyaiva grahane kumarinam alankaraha ityatra ativyaptihi. Alankaraha ityarte tatra alam ityeva shabdah kru yogah asti kintu alankaraha asti. Alam iti shabdah तत्र पर्याप्त्यर्थकत्वं नास्ति, भूषणार्थकत्वम् अस्ति. So it means to decorate. Okay. So तस्मिन् अर्थेपि चतुर्थ्याः प्रयोगः स्यात् इति अतिव्याप्तिः. So we don't want a chaturthi there. If we just take the word alam, तत्रापि चतुर्थी प्राप्नोति. कुमारीणाम् अलङ्कारः इत्यत्र अतिव्याप्तिः. किञ्च दैत्येभ्यो हरिरलम् इत्यत्रैव स्यात्. दैत्येभ्यो हरिः प्रभुः इत्यादौ न स्यात्. There is also an avyapti. We want chaturthi in cases like दैत्येभ्यो हरिः प्रभुः. Okay. So there we will not have chaturthi because it is not alam shabda. Ityataha alam iti paryaptyartha grahanam. Vartikam etat. So even the book does not, it gives it as a vartika. So this is a vartika where he says alam ityanena paryaptyarthaka shabdanam grahanam ityarthaha. So by alam in the sutra we take all words which mean paryapta. Paryapta is that which is enough, sufficient for something. So tena daityebhyah harihi alam prabhuhu samarthaha shaktaha ityadi. So all synonyms. So what does it mean? Daityebhyah harihi alam. So Hari is enough to take care of the Daityas. That is the Vivaksha which is being converted. So Daityan Maretum Harihi Samarthaha Ityarthaha Paryaptaha. He has enough capacity to take care of the Daityas. So Tasmin Arthe Ye Shabdaha Daityebhyo Harif Prabhuho Daityebhyo Harihi Samarthaha Shaktaha Ityatra Sarvatrapi भवति प्रभ्वादि योगे षष्ठी अपि साधुः so in case of Prabhu Samartha Shakta etc we can also have षष्ठी तस्मै प्रभवति संतापादिभ्यः स एषां ग्रामणीः इत्यादि निर्देशात् कथं ज्ञायते इति प्रश्नः how do we know one that there is पर्याप्तार्थ ग्रहण and that in association with Prabhu etc we also have षष्ठी कथं ज्ञायते इत्युक्ते पाणिनि निर्देशादेव ज्ञायते so in one case he uses चतुर्थी तस्मै प्रभवति संतापादिभ्यः इति तर्थितसूत्रे तस्मै प्रभवति इति चतुर्थी विभक्तिः उपयुक्ता okay so that itself indicates that paryaptyartha grahanam it is not just alam but other words which mean paryapti sarvesham grahanam इति तेन निर्देशेन ज्ञायते पाणिनिना चतुर्थी विभक्तेः उपयोगः कृतः स एषां ग्रामणीः तस्मिन्नेव अर्थे ग्रामणी शब्दस्य प्रयोगः लीडर इति अर्थः ग्रामणीः इत्यत्र पर्याप्त्यर्थत्वे ग्रहणं स एषां ग्रामणीः इति सूत्रे तु षष्ठी प्रयुक्ता एषां ग्रामणीः इति so since Panini himself has used both vibhaktis we know that either chaturthi or shashti can be used tena prabhurbubhushur bhuvanatrayasya ityadi siddham so this is a prayoga I don't know from where some kavya prabhurbubhushur bhuvanatrayasya prabhuh bubhushuh iti prayogah shashti asti so ityadi siddham that is also correct you can either have chaturthi or shashti Vashadindraya Namaswasti Swaha Swadha Alam Vashat. So Vashad Indraya. So Indrodeshakam Havirdanam ityarthaha. So Havis for Indra is indicated by Vashat. Vashadindrayati Indrodeshakam Havirdanam ityarthaha. So then he raises a question after that. वषडिन्द्राय इन्द्रोद्देशकं हविर्दानम् इत्यर्थः ननु स्वस्ति गोभ्यो भूयात् इति आशीर्वाक्ये so there is a benediction गोभ्यः स्वस्ति भूयात् let there be स्वस्ति कुशलं for the cows इति वाक्ये इति आशीर्वाक्ये चतुर्थी एव इष्यते we want चतुर्थी तत्र चतुर्थी चाशिष्यायुष्य मद्रभद्र so there is another sutra which we will see later it says ashishi in ashirartha we can have chaturthi we can also have shashti vibhaktihi api vidhiyate tatra chaturthi chashishyayushya ityadina paratvat pakshe shashti prasangah so there will be an optional shashti by that sutra if it is an ashir vishaya if there is a benediction ityata aha but we don't want the shashti atayeva uchyate chakaraha punarvidhanarthaha it says namaswasti swaha swadhalam vashadyogacha vashadyogat ityeva ukte sarvatra chaturthi siddhyati punaha chakaraha kimarthah punarvidhanarthah so chakarah punarvidhanartha iti punarvidhana samarthyena tena ashir vivakshayam paramapi चतुर्थी चाशिष्यायुष्य मद्रभद्र कुशल सुखार्थ हितैः इति षष्ठीं बाधित्वा चतुर्थ्येव भवति so if that word is there okay if the gopyah swasti if any of these words are there then overruling even the parasutra yadyapi param sutram chaturthi chashishyayishyati tam tat sutram api badhitva anena chaturthyeva bhavati okay so where these words are not there that is swasti is not there if there is ashishi ashirartha then we can have that sutra applying chaturthi api bhavati shashti api bhavati तेन आशीर्विवक्षायां परामपि चतुर्थी चाशिष्यायुष्य इति षष्ठीं बाधित्वा चतुर्थ्येव भवति स्वस्ति गोभ्यो भूयात् so गोभ्यः स्वस्ति भूयात् भूयात् इति आशीर्लिङ् लकारः तेनैव आशीर्विवक्षा ज्ञायते okay you know it we know it is ashihi because it is an ashirling lakara so even in that case if there is swasti we will have only chaturthi so if it is some other word say kushalam so gobhyah kushalam bhuyat gavam kushalam bhuyat iti ubhayam bhavati okay. So the next sutra in This is manya-karmanyanaadare vibhasha pranishu. So manya-karmani anadare vibhasha apranishu iti chatvari padani santi. Chaturthi iti anvartate. Manya-karmani iti. So apranishu iti chedaha. Managyane divadihi shyan vikaranaha. Manu avabodhane tanadihi uvikaranaha. So there are two man dhatus, right? So managyane ityasti divadihi. That belongs to the fourth gana, and where the vikarana pratyaya is shyan. Manu avabodhane tanadihi uvikaranaha. So there is also one which belongs to the tanadi gana, which is the eighth gana, where u is the vikarana pratyaya. So which of these should we take? Tatra manya iti shyana nirdeshat daivadikasya grahanam. So since he clearly says manya karmani, not just along with the vikarana pratyaya. Kimartham chaturtha ganasya mana gyane ityasyaiva grahanam ataha pranivarje manyatehe karmani. So apranishu ityasti. So this does not apply to where the word is aprani. Manyatehe karmani. So the karma of this manadhatu, managyane iti dhatoho yat karma, tasya chaturthi vasyat, vikalpena chaturthi bhavati. Karmanaha dvitiya bhavati, vikalpena chaturthi bhavati, tiraskare, when contempt is indicated. So it is a popular prayoga. Natvam trinam manye, natvam trinaya manye. So idea of grass. Trinadapi tiraskaraniyaha. So there is tiraskara, contempt which is being conveyed. Okay. So tatra manye, trinam manye. Trinam manye, I consider you as a blade of grass. So natvam trinam manye. Trinam karma. Karmanaha vikalpena chaturthi bhavati. Natvam trinaya manye. Upayamapi sadhu. Natvam trinamiti. So किमस्ति मन्येति शनानिर्देश दैवातिकस्य ग्रहणम् अतो द्वितीयां बाधित्वा पक्षे चतुर्थी अनादरः परिभवः परीभावस्तिरस्क्रिया अमरः. So anadara is tiraskara. Natvam trinamiti. He devadatta tvam trinatvenapi namanye ityarthaha. So nayupadanad ayamarthaha labhyate because natvam trinam manye. So I don't consider you equal even to a blade of grass. Trinadapi adhamatva pratitehe. So adhamatva even in relation to trina. Trinadapi adhamatva pratitehe tiraskaratishayaha phalitaha. Trinam tvam manye trinayava ityuktau tu trinasamyameva pratiyeta natu tatopyapakrushtatvam. Etadeva abhipritya bhashyepi nai upataha. You could also say tvam trinam manye or tvam trinaya manye. I consider you equal to a blade of grass. That is also tiraskara. But the nai indicates tiraskara atishaya. Okay, excessive contempt. Natu tatopyapakrushtatvam. Etadeva abhipretya bhashyepi nai upattaha. So even the bhashya gives it as natvam trinam manye or natvam trinaya manye. Nacha manya karmatva avivisheshat tvam iti yushmachabdadapi chaturthi shankya. Now there is a question that says manyatehe karmani, the karma of manyate. Here there are tvam trinam manye. So yushmat is also the karma. Trinam is also the karma. It is both referring to the same person, Devadatta. So both of them are karma vachakas. Tvam yushmat shabdadapi chaturthi bhavati va iti prashnaha na bhavati ityuchyate. Nacha manya karmatva avisheshat tvam iti yushmat shabdadapi chaturthi shankya anadaradhyotake karmani ityarthasya vivakshitatva. So it is the karma which indicates the tiraskara. Tvam does not indicate tiraskara. The trina is the word which indicates tiraskara, and therefore only that will have chaturthi and not the yushmat shabda. Trinadeva hi anadaradhyotakam natu yushmadarthaha. Okay. So shyana nirdeshat tanadika yoge na. So tanadika yoge, that is the तानादिकः मनधातुः मनु अवबोधने इति धातुः. सो तस्य कर्मणः चतुर्थी न भवति. मनज्ञाने इति दिवादिः मनु अवबोधने इति तनादिः. सो नत्वां तृणं मन्वे, मन्वे इति मनुते मन्माते मन्वते इति तनादिगणस्य मनधातोः प्रयोगः मन्यते मन्येते मन्यन्ते इति दिवादिगणस्य. So this sutra will apply only to the prayoga of manadhatu which belongs to the divadigana, because Panini clearly says manya karmani. He indicates the shan. Shana nirdesha tanadika yogena. So the other mana, it is the same artha. There is no difference in meaning. Jnana avabodhana are both the same. Natvam trinam manve. So tasya dhatoh prayoge idam sutram na pravartate. Apranishu ityapaniya naukakanna shuka srigala varjeshu iti vachyam. So this is a vartika. So this vartika is not given in this form in the bhashya. He says anavadishu, he says navadishu, no and others, so on. But Toji Dikshidhar gives a pariganana and gives the words which are indicated. So he says it is not apranishu. Okay, apranishu iti na. So there are some cases where even for pranis, pranivachaka shabdasya prayoge api chaturthi prayogaha drishyate. Aparancha asti yat apranivachakeshu sarvatra na bhavati. Okay, so even if it is not a pranivachaka, in some cases we don't see chaturthi. Therefore, instead of apranishu, anavadishu. So there are particular words, now, etc. So anavadishu iti vaktavyam. So other than these, now kaka anna shuka srigala varjeshu. So other than these five, we will have chaturthi ityartha. Apranishu ityapaniya now kaka anna shuka srigala varjeshu iti vachyam. So tena natvam navam manye ityatra apranitvepi chaturthina. Okay, so natvam navam manye ityasti. So natvam navam manyeti jirnam navam prati vakyam etat. So it is a very old dilapidated boat. So I cannot consider you a boat. I mean, it's personifying the boat. So it is because it is not probably he does not trust in its capacity to carry him across the river. Natvam navam manye. I don't consider you a boat. Atra nauhu iti aprani. It is not a prani. Tathapi atra chaturthi nasti kevalam dvitiya eva. So there is no optional chaturthi. Natvam navam manye ityatra. Natvam shune manye ityatra pranitvepi bhavatyeva. The word shvan is not included in this list. Naukākanna shukasrigala varjeshu iti nasti. Ataha pranitvepi chaturthi vikalpaha bhavati. Natvam shune manye. So I don't consider you as equal even to a dog. So shune manye iti chaturthi drishyate. So apranishu is not accurate. Anavadishu, now it does not apply to naukākanna shukasrigala for these five. Other than these five, anyatra bhavati ityarthaha. Natvam shune manye iti. He devadatta tvam shvatvena api namanye ityarthaha. So tatrapi pranitvepi bhavati. Natvam kakam manye, natvam shukam manye, natvam srigalam manye ityapi udaharyam. So the other things, kaka, anna, shuka, srigala. So other than these five, for these five there will be only dvitiya. Karmatvata karmani dvitiya iti dvitiya bhavati. So anyatra sarvatra manye karmanyanadare ityanena chaturthi vikalpaha. चतुर्थी प्रकरणे अंतिमं सूत्रमस्ति गत्यर्थकर्मणि द्वितीया चतुर्थ्यौ चेष्टायाम् अनध्वनि. So okay, गत्यर्थकर्मणि द्वितीया चतुर्थ्यौ चेष्टायाम् अनध्वनि इति चत्वारि पदानि सन्ति. अध्वभिन्ने गत्यर्थानां कर्मणि. So all the words are there in the sutra itself. So adhabinne gatyarthanam karmani etestah cheshtayam, a very popular usage. Gatyarthanam karmani, yatra gatyarthanam dhatunam prayogaha tatra karmani. So for the karma vajaka there can be either dvitiya or chaturthi cheshtayam, when there is movement, okay, when there is physical movement. So gatyarthanam karmani etestah. The first part you have to take is gatyarthanam karmani ete nama dvitiya chaturthi vibhaktyau staha. We can have either dvitiya or chaturthi. Gramam gramaya va gacchati. Gramam gacchati, gramaya gacchati. A very frequent question. How do we have gramaya gacchati? The sutra. It will explain that. Gramaya gacchati ityapi sadhu, but it is still the karma. Gramaha karma eva. It is still karma. Karmanaha eva chaturthi vibhaktihi api vikalpena uchyate. There can either be dvitiya or chaturthi. Sharira parispandaha cheshta. What is cheshta? Cheshta is movement of the body, parts of the body. Physical movement is cheshta. Cheshtayam kim? Manasa harim vrajati. He reaches Hari through his mind. So there is no sharira parispanda. That is why he says manasa. So yatra sharirasya chalanam nasti tatra gatyarthakanam prayogepi vrajati iti gacchati ityarthah. So tasya prayoge api chaturthi na bhavati dvitiyaiva harim vrajati ityeva arthah. Cheshta bhava chaturthi na bhavati. Anadhvani kim? Anadhvani ityapi asti. Adhvabhinne karmani. When adhvan, that is the marga, adhvan ityase margaha ityarthaha. So saha karmana. So when that word is not the karma. Panthanam gacchati. So he goes along the path. Panthanam gacchati ityartha. He goes along the path ityarthaha. Tatra panthaha iti adhva paryayaha. So tasya na bhavati. Gantra adhishthite adhvani eva ayam nishedhaha. So he says when there's a vartika here, asthika pratishedho vaktavyaha. Arthaha gantra adhishthite adhvani eva ayam nishedhaha. The anadhvani, that is adhva vachakanam prayoge chaturthi na bhavati iti nishedhaha adhishthite adhvani. It applies to the path on which the traveler is already traveling. Okay, so the path which has already been taken. So tasmin gantra adhishthite adhvani. So the path which has been taken by the person who is moving, tada nishedhaha. Chaturthi nishedhaha kevalam dvitiya bhavati. So gantra adhishthite iti. Asthita pratishedho vaktavyaha iti kamartikam arthatah sangrihnati gantradhishthite iti. Gantra akrante adhvanyeva anadhvani ityayam nishedhaha ityarthaha. Yatha panthanam gacchati iti. Panthanam prapnoti ityarthaha. Atra pathaha praptyashrayattvena gantra adhishthitattvat nishedhaha. So it is prapta. He has taken that path. So since it is adhishthita, there is no there is nishedha and there is no chaturthi. Yada tu utpathat panthaha eva akramitum ichyate tada chaturthi bhavatyeva. But when he is not taken that route, he has gone in some wrong path and he is coming back to the right path. Utpatha is a deviation or the wrong route. So utpathat panthaha eva akramitum ishyate. When he decides to move towards the right path, he is not on the right path, but he is wanting or desiring to move towards the right path. Yada tu utpathat panthaha eva akramitum ishyate tatra tada chaturthi bhavatyeva. So utpathat iti amargad ityarthaha. So from the wrong path. Lyablope panchami. So amargam unmuchya ityarthaha. Panchami asti. Ujjainim praptum prasthitaha. Mohat tanmargat prachyutaha. Margantaram pravishtaha. So he gives the context. He says somebody wants to go to Ujjain. Praptum prasthitaha. Mohat tanmargat prachyutaha. But he lost his way and he went in the wrong way. Margantaram pravishtaha. He entered a different path. Tam parityajya. Margantaram parityajya. Now he realizes his mistake and leaving that wrong path. Punaha Ujjaini margaha akramitum ishyate. He wants to come back to the path of Ujjain. Tada anadhvani iti nishedha bhavat. Since it is not gantra adhishthita adhvan, the path which he wants to take now, he has not yet reached it. So therefore, anadhvani iti nishedha bhavat. Since there is no nishedha, there can be either chaturthi or dvitiya. Utpathena pathe gacchati. Pathe is chaturthi of panthaha. Okay? So panthanam gacchati ityapi sadhu, pathe gacchati ityapi sadhu. Gantra adhishthite adhanyeva ayan nishedhaha. Yada tu utpathat panthaha eva akramitum ishyate tada chaturthi bhavatyeva utpathena pathe gacchati. So तादृशं लक्ष्यं दर्शयति उत्पथेन पथे गच्छति इति उत्पथेन इत्यनन्तरं गन्तुम् अशक्तः इति शेषः. So why तृतीया in उत्पथेन इत्युक्ते उत्पथेन उज्जयिनीं प्राप्तुम् अशक्तः उत्पथं परित्यज्य उज्जयिनी मार्गं प्रवेष्टुं तदीयं मार्गम् अनुसरति इत्यर्थः. अत्र उज्जयिनी मार्गस्य गन्त्रा अधिष्ठितत्वाभावात् अनध्वनि इति निषेधो न भवति. अतश्चतुर्थी भवति पक्षे द्वितीया चेति भावः इति चतुर्थी. So that is the end of chaturthi. Karaka chaturthi and upapada chaturthi. Any questions? Yes, Manu Prakash ji, you have a question? Which one? The Karaka Prakarana or Chaturthi? So which means you are understanding Karakas. Okay. So see, there are different stages when you understand it. There is first case where okay, you go along in the opinion, okay, there is nothing, we can easily manage. Okay. So the second stage is when you enter the Shastra, you will feel lost. That is very, I mean, not, I know you're not entering Vyakarana, but any new Prakarana in Shastra is like that the first time. I have probably heard the Karaka Prakarana thrice or 4 times from my teacher. So, yeah, I'm telling you the same thing. So I had like, I didn't have, at least, you have the access to some recordings. I don't know. And it is entirely blank as to what she taught me the first 3 times. I have no idea what I was taught in Karaka Prakarana. I heard it twice or thrice from different teachers. I don't know what they taught me. All I know now is what I am studying now, and I understand it only now. After not just studying this 3 times, after I have learned granthas like Manorama or Bhashya, Shekhara, etc. So after I went through those granthas, I come back to Karaka Prakarana and I see that okay, I can understand something. Even now, as you have seen through the classes, I am not able to answer all questions regarding Karaka, because the Karaka Prakarana, you should understand, is the crux of Sanskrit grammar, of any grammar. Okay, it is the ultimate thing we have, because everywhere else, if you have Prakriya, it is easy, it's just a word. You have a word and you derive it, it is just one process. You know the sutras, you remember them, it's over. But Karaka is not just words. I told you in the beginning, it is communication. What is intended? How do you relate the words? What exactly is being communicated? It is what people, if we understand Karaka properly, the things like say natural language processing or machine translation would be very easy, but it is again at the same time very, very complicated, because it is not one factor which affects. So you are saying okay, there is one vibhakti, but it is not just that word. So a word cannot have an independent vibhakti. You need to see what is the kriya, you need to see what are the other words present in the sentence, you need to see what is the vivaksha, is it tiraskara, is it prashamsa or something else. So it is natural that a Karaka Prakarana is very complicated. Okay, so don't worry if you don't understand all the Shastrartha that is told. For the first round, it is enough if you understand what is the Vibhakti. That is why the Abhyasa which I give is only to see where you use Chaturthi, where you use Shashti, that is all. So for the first time, the Karaka Prakarana is for improving the Bhasha Shuddhi, where when you use the language, you use the right Vibhakti. Okay, in general cases, and it need not even be through the sutra. Usually if you go through the prayogas, if you read a few kavyas, you will know it is Gurave Namaha everywhere. Okay? And this just says Namaswasti, it gives one explanation. So at the first level, that much is enough. Okay, you know that there are different kinds, you know that there are vibhaktis, so it can be, nimitta can either be a Karaka or Anupapada. So what is a Karaka? A general idea of what are the Karakas, a general idea of where the vibhaktis are used and what Karaka and what are the other Upapadas is enough for the first time when you are going through the Karaka Prakarana. Do not try to understand it 100 times and don't listen to the classes many times now, because unless you go forward, you will not understand this. That is the same in Shastra always. It is not just you and not just this Prakarana. Everywhere You are studying Kaumudi now. Let us say go to Manorama. You attend those classes. You attend. Yes, Stri Pratyaya, as I said, is mostly just Prakriya, you know, which Pratyaya for which word is all that it has. So if you do a Vishaya Vibhaga, it is clear. Karaka is not that. Karaka is the most difficult prakarana in entire grammar. Take it from me. Whether you take Kaumudi, whether you take Shekhara, whether you take Manorama, Karaka prakarana is where everybody gets stuck. Okay, so don't worry about it. As I said, forget about this now. You listen to this. I don't say, okay, don't listen to classes or not. The samskara matters. So the more you listen to it, the more you appreciate it. And move on to the other granthas. Say, I'm planning to start Praudha Manorama. So you move on to other granthas. Read a bit of other granthas, say Bhashya or anything. Come back. You will find that you understand this with no effort on your part. You don't have to go through this again or sit and wonder why, what the hell she is telling. Okay, so that happens, but don't worry too much about it. Don't listen to or don't think. Yes, Kaumudi is a prerequisite for Kaumudi. The Kashtam Shastram is a udaharana with Dikshitar gives somewhere. You read the Kaumudi, second time you understand much more. So you realize you had not understand it when you come back to it only. So that is when you realize it actually. Till then you will think, okay, I've understood something. But now, once you go ahead and come back, yes, there are two things. One is repetition in this time. So that is why that shloka, Acharyat padam adhatte, padam shishyaha swamedhaya, padam sabrahmacharibhyaha, padam kalakramena cha. It does not say with whatever, 100% effort from your side, 100% effort from the teacher and from all the classmates will still not give you 100% knowledge. You need the effect of that kala, okay, time for it to sink in. And it is not just time, okay, it does not mean you read Karaka Prakarana today, forget Vyakarana, come back 10 years later and you understand it. You go ahead, you read other things in Vyakarana, you proceed, then you come back, you will most certainly understand it. I can assure you it because I have gone through it just now. Because I myself was hesitant. The first time I taught Karaka Prakarana was like a year before to some other class. So I was very hesitant to start it because I don't know what do I teach. So I was under the impression that I had while learning. It is the same impression which you have. I don't understand what Karaka is. So I didn't want to teach, but I had to. It was a necessity. So I picked up the Kaumudi again and went through the Vyakhyana. And now things are much more perceptible than what they were. Okay. And even now I don't understand everything which he says or what is there in the Bhashya or what is the entire purport of these. So we will go on, don't worry, and we will understand more and more each time. Okay. So Bhashya. So Bhashya is not the next step after Kaumudi. So it is very good that some people are actually looking at the Bhashya. That is why we'll go to Manorama. That is why we have the other granthas also. Manorama and we have Shekhara. And then we go to Bhashya and come back to the Kaumudi. Then we understand why Kaumudi was written this way. What Dikshitar means by each udaharana he gives or what each sentence he says. We will understand only after we go to the Bhashya, which is true. You see that the Bhashyakara carries on a discussion for pages and pages and pages. We get lost in the Bhashya, true. But now if you come back to the Kaumudi, you will understand what the Kaumudi is. So that is Shastra. Don't worry about it. Okay. So, so there are a few sentences here. How much time you should spend every day is a factor of many things. What is your target, what is your interest, and there is also the thing to keep in mind that Vyakarana is not the Anta. Right? Vyakarana is just a Upaya Shastra. There is an Upeya Shastra, which is, we believe always, that Vedanta is the Upeya. Right? So to understand ourselves, to understand the Atman, that is the Upeya. So what Vyakarana you need for that? And what is your target? So it depends on a variety of factors. You are the best judge for it. Okay? But as long as you spend regular time studying it, you will definitely make lot of progress, more than what it seems in the short run. Okay, so in the short run it'll feel like you're not making any progress, but when you look back after an year or 2 years, you'll find that your knowledge has indeed increased by leaps and bounds. Okay, so now there are quite a few sentences because Chaturthi is a big okay prakarana. There are many sutras which give Chaturthi, so mostly it is depending on it. So just solve those. We'll see in the next class. Discuss these and then move on. येनाक्षर समाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् तत्सं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते. The